There's the lineup: Barbados, Grenada, Guadeloupe, British Virgin Islands, Bahamas, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and Haiti.
Uppermost in Neely's mind in both of the interviews was about winning the medal for Bahamas. Country first, as always with him.
Fantastic. Guadeloupe will go in lane number 3. Melody Melfort, 356, will be on anchor for them. Alika Herwood to lead off for Barbados. 8 teams in the final. There's Shania Douglas, the anchor leg for Jamaica. She's already won the 100 meters. She is favored for the 200 meters. She would love to leave here with triple gold, which would mean helping her team to the 4x100 gold medal. Let's start in lane number 8 with Haiti, and in lane number 7 Trinidad and Tobago with Joseph, Cai Frederick, Theodore and Sanaya Frederick. The Jamaican team: Sabrina Dock, last year's 100 champion, Tiana Marshall, the sprint hurdler, Abigail Wolf on 3rd, and Shania Douglas, the 100 champion, to take them home. The Bahamas in lane number 6 with Kylie Wallace, Shatalia Dorset, the 100 bronze medalist, Kaylee Davis and Jemiah Nabi, who anchored them to mixed 4x4 gold last night, anchoring them tonight at 4x100. The British Virgin Islands with Daly Augustine Johnson and Shira Stout. Then Guadeloupe in lane number 3, Ossine Saint-Hilaire, Vanukia, Francois and Melfort. Grenada in lane number 2 with Augustine, Houston, Belfon and Shade John. And Barbados on the inside: Alika Herwood, Anaya Nurse, Shayla Clark and Kadia Rock, the 400 silver medalist. Sabrina Dock, the Jamaican, false started in the 100 meters. In the final, she's on lead off. .11:08 over the 100 meters. She is very, very fast. That was a long hold, and I can imagine many breaths as well.
They were more nervous in the crowd than the runners.
You hope so. And they go again. Final of the under 20 girls 4x100 relay. In their set positions. Sent off. Dock Ricotta brilliantly for the Jamaicans. Look at her move away from the Bahamas and close in on Trinidad and Tobago. The Jamaicans make this change successfully. Cai Frederick running well down the back stretch for Trinidad and Tobago, but Tiana Marshall holding her own for Jamaica. Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. The Jamaicans slightly ahead. The Bahamians coming through as well. Here they come to the final change. Shania Douglas has the baton, and she is well clear for the black, green and gold. The Bahamians in second. Sanaya Frederick closing fourth for Trinidad and Tobago. Jamaica gold. Bahamas silver and Trinidad and Tobago bronze. 42.93. That is sensational from the Jamaicans. The second time in the history of the CARIFTA Games, if it holds up, that we will get sub 43 in the 4x100 final. 43.65 it's been adjusted to. It almost seemed too good to be true. It is still a sensational performance, mind you. The Jamaicans deliver on a terrific lead-off leg from Sabrina Dock.
Second leg, Trinidad and Tobago had started to get closer to the Jamaicans, but after that, it was all over, really. Jamaica forging ahead in that third leg, but Trinidad and Tobago holding on to get the bronze medal. That's the third straight bronze medal for Trinidad and Tobago in the relays. 2 gold medals so far for Jamaica. Bahamas, a gold and 2 silver medals. Those have been the 3 dominant countries so far in these relays.
The Trinbagonians celebrate. The Frederick twins, alongside Sierra Joseph and Naomi Theodore. But look at that start from Sabrina Dock. It's as good a start as you'll see in a 4x100 final. Handing off to Tiana Marshall. Was a brilliant second leg from Cai Frederick for Trinidad and Tobago. Abigail Wolf running the third leg for the Jamaicans. Hasn't run yet at these championships, so a first outing for her. The final change not perfect for the Jamaicans, but they were so far ahead, and the 100 champion tearing down the home stretch, desperate for a fast time, 43.65.
Well, for the home interest, Trinidad and Tobago held that second place until the changeover into the last leg. It wasn't the smoothest of changeovers, and that's where Bahamas went ahead to take the silver.
Confirmation, Jamaica winning the under-20 girls 4x100 final, 43.65. Bahamas in second at 44.65. And Trinidad and Tobago the bronze at 44.76. Barbados in fourth at 45.22.
The under-20 girls 4x100-meter relay final at the 2025 CARIFTA Games in Trinidad and Tobago delivered exactly what fans expect from Caribbean sprinting: speed, pressure, and decisive execution when it mattered most. 8 nations lined up for the final, but from the opening leg it became clear that Jamaica, Bahamas, and Trinidad and Tobago would define the medal battle. Jamaica's intent was obvious immediately. Lead-off runner Sabrina Dock produced a near-perfect start, exploding from the blocks and instantly putting pressure on the outside lanes. Her acceleration created early separation and set the tone for what would become a dominant performance. On the backstretch, Trinidad and Tobago responded strongly. Cai Frederick ran an aggressive second leg, briefly closing the gap and keeping the race alive. Jamaica, however, showed their depth and balance. Tiana Marshall held her composure on the second leg, maintaining Jamaica's narrow advantage while keeping exchanges clean and controlled. The race began to tilt decisively on the third leg. Jamaica's Abigail Wolf, competing for the first time at these championships, ran with confidence and rhythm, extending the lead just enough to give anchor Shanoya Douglas a commanding position. By the final changeover, Jamaica were clearly in front, with the Bahamas moving into second and Trinidad and Tobago fighting to stay in medal contention. Once Douglas received the baton, the outcome was no longer in doubt. The reigning 100m champion powered down the home straight with authority, showcasing the finishing speed that has made her one of the standout athletes of the meet. Jamaica crossed the line first in 43.65 seconds, a sensational time that underlined their sprinting dominance at junior level. Behind them, the Bahamas executed a smoother final exchange than Trinidad and Tobago, allowing them to surge into second place and claim silver in 44.65. Trinidad and Tobago held on bravely for bronze in 44.76, securing yet another relay medal in front of their home crowd. Barbados finished a respectable fourth in 45.22. This final was a clear reminder of why the CARIFTA Games remain one of the most important stages for developing sprint talent in the world. Jamaica's victory was built on explosive starts, disciplined baton passing, and elite anchor speed, while the Bahamas and Trinidad and Tobago proved once again that Caribbean relay depth runs far deeper than a single nation.